Hey, this is Blake with Grissom Homes, standing here with Walter Nelms, owner of Engineered Comfort, and we're at Ava Manor. This was in the Best of Home Show this year, 2020, and as you know, the show's over, so we've sold the house, getting ready to change ownership to some proud new owners. But before we did that, we want to get Walter out to do a blower door test just to see how tight the house was. So, Walter, you came out, you were kind enough to do a blower door test for us. So, this is called an ACH 50 test, correct? And we had a rating of 2.48. Can you explain that to me in layman's terms?
Well, we put a pressure on the house that's 50 pascals of pressure, and that's equivalent to a 25, 30 mile an hour wind blowing on the house. And the ResNet has set up a set of standards, and that's the standard that we test to determine the leakage rate of a house and whether it passes Energy Star or code requirements. And so they require that the house be around a 5 on the air leakage test, and to be at a 0.48 is it's an extremely tight house. Yeah.
So at 2.48 rating, we're tight. We're really good. Okay. So in contrast, we were talking about a normal house. You had records of normal houses in there, or houses that were built in the last 10 years. We had a
like 6.5 to 7, something like that.
6.5 to 7, all the way up to a house that was much older, maybe a 50-year-old house that was at almost 17.
Yeah.
So we've come a long way, and specifically this house is really good. So Walter also has a program that details that out further. So the heating and cooling costs on this house, it's 6,100 square feet approximately, is about $200 a month. And we can confirm that. So the month of September, our utility bill was $241. So you got to think, we got to think about the lights. The lighting in here is LED. We're running a pool that has 2 pool pumps. It has a pool feature pump, and it has another main pump, variable speed pump, so that helps. So during the month of the show, doors were open all day long. Heat and air is still on all day. All the lights are on, doors wide open. The month of the show, our utility bill was $300. So we can back up the science that says we should be around $200 to heat and cool this house. So we have the stats to prove that. So I'm marking off my little outline here. By the way, Walter's actually shorter than me. We gave him a box to stand on.
I'll stop that. I mean, the trick is we don't want to heat and cool outside, because when you heat and cool outside, you're going to lose, and you're going to waste energy. You're going to have dust in the house. It's going to be poor indoor air quality, and so the trick is to make the envelope of the house tight, and then bring fresh air in, filter it, condition it, and make sure that the house is a healthy environment and that the energy bills are optimized as low as they can be. And it just makes sense. You don't want to try to heat and cool outside. You say we've measured houses where this house has like a 0.4 square foot, total square foot opening. We've measured or tested houses that have 13 square feet of, that's a window or a door that's open all the time. And so we go search for those.
What he's talking about is when he does this test, he's come up with all the leakage in this house combined, it's how big?
0.4 square feet.
Something like that,
yeah,
right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, versus a window or a door being left open. Yeah. And the way, so we've done other videos. We've done videos on, sealing the exterior envelope, all the air sealing that Walter and his crew do, all the way down to the duct sealing of all the air ducts, all the hard pipe that we do. So all that makes a difference. You take all that into account, and it adds up to a 0.4 opening. So then that transfers to the utility savings. Okay, so we built a 6,100 square foot house, and it's super tight. We're super proud of it. So that's why we partner exclusively with Engineered Comfort, and we build every house the same. Even though this was a Best of Home Show house, a house we build for any customer, a 3,000 square foot custom house, is still going to be built the same way, and then Walter and his crew are going to do their thing, and your house will be just as tight as this house. So all that compiles to this blower door test. So all that stuff that we do, we proved it here today with the numbers, and we're just super proud. Let me go through my list here. So let's talk about, before we let them go, let's talk about indoor air quality. So we're controlling the air in and out, right? So we're introducing air that we want to introduce. But what about once we get inside the indoor air quality? How are we controlling that so far as the HVAC system itself?
Well, I mean, this house has variable speed air conditioners. So one of the key factors in controlling humidity in the summertime is having the air conditioners run. And so with 18-series variable speed, they're going to run a lot of the time, but on low speed. And so this saves money, but more importantly, it gets the water out of the air in the house. And so you're going to be running 45–50% relative humidity, and neither viruses or bacteria can really grow in that range of humidity. And so in the wintertime, a lot of people think that the furnace dries the house out. And that's really not true. Air leakage dries the house out. So when it's 20 degrees for 3 or 4 days, and your house is leaking, it's purging your house with 20-degree air that has very little moisture in it. And then it raises it to 70 degrees, now it's got less moisture in it. And so by limiting the air leakage of the house, we now have control over humidity during the wintertime. And so that's really a powerful impact when it comes to controlling viruses and controlling mold and bacteria like that.
It's a more comfortable house too. We've had people walk in this house or the houses that we built, and they just say, why is it just feels different. It feels comfortable, and hence the name Engineered Comfort. So Walter's got it down. We're very happy to partner with them exclusively. Every house we build, we don't stray from these guys, because they know what they're doing. They know that they know that they know. They've got something figured out. So we're proud to be a part of that. But anyway, listen, thanks for watching. Check us out at grissombuilt.com. Check Walter and his crew out at engineeredcomfort.net. And thanks for watching.
Appreciate it.